Hello, hockey fans. Thought I would do is yes, I know that the NHL playoffs are going on. The second round is not over yet. Indeed, a couple of hours ago, the St. Louis Blues at Mile High Arena in Denver, I believe it was Tyler Bozak, whatever, extended that series to at least a sixth game on home ice. So the Avs lead that series 3-2, and there's also Battle of Alberta going on. And also, there's an interesting video put up over a week ago by Canuck Clay, goes by the name Clay Emu, about the changes being made in the Canucks organization, or that were being made. I thought I would concentrate more on the rest of this, most of the rest of this, on this video on the International Ice Hockey Federation's Men's World's Top Division Tournament, which, as always, has included Canada, at least for during my lifetime. Yes, I know things have changed over the years, but the main thing is that that Canada is almost a lock to not be to remain in the top division. Finished in third in its group, so it plays a Swedish team that finished second in its group. So it's crossover there. So what I would do is go to, there was something about special teams, and they hadn't gone well for Canada. So what I would do is go through. Well, all right, so it was kind of a tie game. All right, so the. And we have so Canada did get the lead thanks to Kent Johnson, the 11:52 mark of the first period. Then it was a goal by Michael Four of Switzerland just under a minute later. Canada went on the board thanks to Adam Lowry of the Winnipeg Jets, 14:11 mark. But a bit over a minute, 20 seconds later, it was the turn of Dean Kukan to put Switzerland ahead of, or at least to tie the game. Then it was the turn of Drake Batherson, the Ottawa Senators, at the 19:03 mark. And then, 48 seconds later, it was time for Jonas Siegenthaler to tie things up. So things are looking good. Okay, tie game. Second period, the only goal scored was by Neil Heischer, the New Jersey Devils. It was on a penalty. Josh Anderson for high sticking. He was like a 2-minute, but not quite through that penalty. It was Neil Heischer on a Swiss power play. Put the Swiss up, and they did not score again. And the third, the Swiss went to town. So with P.S. Suter at the 3:41 mark, from Dennis Malgin and Dario Simeon. That was, wasn't really on any penalty there. And then Theo Meyer, not even, not even 9 seconds after Logan Thompson, Coach Julian had pulled Logan Thompson. It was the turn of Timo Meyer, the San Jose Sharks, to add yet another insurance marker at the 18:01 mark of the third period. That was it. So, I don't know. Okay, let's go look at the statistics. So in that game, which was a regulation loss for Canada, just going to go total. It was Canada, Switzerland outshot Canada 27-25. What was it? Yeah. Canada had 8 penalty minutes, Switzerland 9. Alright, so we're going to see on the power play. Or did we have... Alright, so... Where are you on the power play? Do we have any power play here? Can't even... Alright, so let's see... Alright, I don't know. I don't know. We get the info for the power play, but there's no doubt that that if there was a power play, Canada didn't score, but it's that they stopped scoring in in the first period. So, all right, so I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna just stop there, and then go to Denmark. It was very much closer. All right, so I'm gonna go to. All right, so we have first period. Marcus Lorentzen, Peter Regan, 9-11, 14:54 marks of the first period. Maxime Comtois at the 2:33 mark of the second pulled Canada within one. Then Matthias Bau from Nikolai Ehlers and Frederick Storm put the Danes up for good at the 12:11 mark of the third. Ryan Graves would score just under 4 minutes after that from Damon Severson and Pierre-Luc Dubois. And let's see here. Let's going to go to the first period. We have all right, so we'll go back to all right, period. All right, so Lorentzen scored even strength, or at least when there was the power play, and there was a shorthand goal by Peter Regan, and then 2-minute penalty after which there was no scoring. Second period. All right, there was a goal for Maxime Comtois, which was an even strength one. Wasn't any activity after that. And then we go to the third and of that game, and we have. All right, we got some. Well, so penalty for Canada. Thomas Chabot for high sticking, one of the stupidest penalties one could take. Matthias Bau scored a bit over a minute after the penalty had been assessed. Canada did score an even strength goal from Ryan Graves, but it was too little, too late, and yeah, there you have it. So now to do the game with France was much a bigger improvement. So overall, against the top 5 teams in the same group as Canada, or at least the 4 that the Canadians played, Canadians went 2-2. Wins against Slovakia and Germany, but losses to Switzerland and Denmark. It went 3-3 against the bottom 3 teams of that division. I say the top 5 because on the last day there was a possibility that Denmark would get into the quarterfinal, but because of a blowout win by the Slovak team over its Danish counterpart, the Slovak team was a tie. Win by Slovakia meant Slovakia in the quarterfinals, Denmark out of the playoffs, but still going to be getting another kick at the can at the top division next year. There won't be relegation from Denmark, with Team Great Britain and Italy going down. And into an Italian, the Italians and Brits had to say "Ci vediamo" to the top division, going in Group A, Division 1 for the next year's IIHF Men's World Tournament. So, all right, we're going to see here. It's very impressive. It's kind of slow in the first period. A couple goals, nothing too remarkable. No penalties. Second period, Canada scored. All right, so we have not a lot of activity here. With a penalty, but there's nothing really of consequence. No scoring on shorthanded or power plays. In the third period, it was 5-0. Yeah, power play goal. So again, oh wait, no. It was excuse me. It was kind of even strength goal, more or less. And it was 4-on-4. So no power play, no problem. Well, then Anthony Reck of Team France ended up scoring at the 8-minute 20-second mark of the third period. So it was a bit under 3 minutes after Zach Whitecloud had scored for Canada, put it up 5-0. And then the Canadians went to town in the last 10 minutes. At the 11:16 mark of the third, it was Pierre-Luc Dubois, assisted by Great Batherson and Dylan Cousins. And then a bit over 4 minutes later, it was Damon Severson, assisted by Dubois and Batherson. So not really a lot of goaling, a lot of scoring. Well, scoring occurred mostly when it was no power play, no penalty kill. So who's the confidence? Well, maybe, but Sweden is tough, and yeah, there's all that. There's a win. Sweden's pretty good. What I'm gonna do is go to the standings. All right, I'm gonna go to the All right, I'm gonna go to the standings for this year's tournament. So I'm just gonna. They're available on the International Ice Hockey Federation website. So just to recap here, we have oops. All right, so we have the prelim. So in the round robin, we have top four quarterfinalists. We have Canada tied for the highest number of goals with 34 with Switzerland. Lowest number of goals scored by Great Britain. But among quarterfinalists, we have the Americans with 18 goals and 12 given up. So Canada with 15 points in 7 games will be playing against a Swedish team that has just 3 more points in the same number of games. Sweden has yet to lose any game in this tournament in regulation. Canada's already lost 2. So that it'll be interesting to find out what happens at the quarters. But again, when it comes to taking too many penalties, a lot of times just momentum killers, stupid ones, high sticking, checking the board. Max Tom Contois was ejected from a game with Denmark. It's a 5-minute, which Robin Sear, one of the referees, ruled was a match penalty. A match penalty means the team gets 5 minutes. The player is ejected. I think that the IIHF should eliminate the distinction between the game misconduct and a match penalty. Just call it a match penalty, because the reality is, the player is ejected from the game. It's pretty much the same effect. There may be slight differences. It doesn't really matter. I'm really looking forward to Canada and Sweden. So just going to recap what time it is in North America each time, with each coverage going to begin. 9:20 on Thursday, 26th of May. It'll be 4:20 in the afternoon over in Tampere in the South Finland. It's on TSN's television network. It's going to be fun to watch. I'm going to try to watch it. It's kind of a bit early, but tournaments in Europe, in the Eastern European time zone, so it is the way it is. What can you do? So I'm going to try to tackle in another video the Stanley Cup playoffs, but the IIHF Worlds not to miss. See what Canada does. Maybe Canada get a medal, maybe not. It won't be the end of the world if Canada doesn't get a medal, but we'll just have to see what happens. Anyway, go Canada, go.